Hello, today we're going to learn about how to prepare a loan amortization schedule. When given a loan amortization schedule, what you need to know that there needs to be a period of which the loan needs to be paid within, so the amount of days or months that the loan will take to be fully paid. Number two, there is an interest that needs to be paid, and also before the interest, you pay installment. You pay the interest in installments. So there is an aspect of installments, and the loan amount. Loan amount. So from our question, we have assumed that the investor takes a loan of 150 million. The loan is for 48 months. So the period is 48 months. So, and the loan amount is 150 million. Okay. And uh, the loan is paid for 48 months at an annual interest rate of 15%. So the interest rate is 15%, which the bank translates to a monthly rate of 15 divided by 12, which is 1.5. The payment are to be made at the end of each of the 48 months. So the payments are made in arrears. So the payment plan is arrears. So you can make prepayments or you can pay a loan through arrears. So for this it's paid through arrears. So what we need to know is the installment. And this is our annual interest rate. Annual interest rate. Just expand this. Okay. So in determining the installment, first you need to convert this into months because this is an annual one. So we need to convert this in terms of months. So we'll take monthly interest rate, which is equals to this amount divided by 12 months, because those are the number of months in a year. So let's just convert this into percentage like that, and also increase them in decimal places to do decimal places. Perfect. So now we'll calculate the installment. So for installment, it has a simple formula. So type is equals to PMT, right? So PMT refers to installment, and open the bracket. So the first thing we are asked is to populate the rate. So we can select this as the rate, the monthly rate, comma, the NPR, that's the number of period. So it's 48 months. Select 48, comma, the present value of the loan amount is this 150 million, and all this you can put a dash or just close the bracket. So that's our installment. Let me convert it into numbers, but remember the formula, ideally it's for cash outflows. So to convert it into cash inflows, we insert a negative just before PMT so that we get a positive figure. let's convert it also. Okay, that's perfect. Let me convert this also to good. So when creating the schedule, we start by the periods. You can start by 1 till 48, and then we'll have our balance, opening balance, which will start just right there. And after the balance, we'll have our installments. After installments, we'll have our interest rate, because that's the catch of the loan amount. After the interest, we'll have the principal. So the principal is the installments paid minus the interest. So the formula for getting the principal is equals to installments minus interest. So that's the formula. So after getting that, so let me just name it this A, and name this B, name this C. So to get principal, you need to less B minus C. So in order to get the balance, closing balance, of the loan is equals to the opening balance minus the principal. Let's call the principal letter D, capital D, capital D. So capital D. So in order to get the closing balance, we need to A, opening balance needs to be less to the principal, because only the principal amount, only the opening balance affects the closing balance minus the principal which is letter D. So let's type minus D. Great, so now we'll populate our Excel. So we'll start by, while numbering this is not numbered, so you can number it till number 48, but that's tedious. So I'll show you a short way of doing that. So by selecting this cell, we'll locate this tab called fill tab and come down to series. Now we are populating it column wise, so we'll select column, then it's a linear, it's growing gradually, and the step value is 1, the stop value is number 48. So type 48 and press OK. Just like that, we have populated it till 48. The opening balance will be this amount, the loan amount. The installments will be this amount, right? The interest rate will be this amount, this percentage, multiplied by the opening balance. So that's it. The principal is equals to B minus C, so it's equals to this minus this. So the closing balance is gotten by lessing this opening balance minus the principal as our formula suggested. So we'll get our closing balance. So we need to drag all this down. So we need to lock some cells. So like this, So the opening balance for period 2 will be the closing balance for period 1. So that's sorted. So we'll drag this or just double click this till the last segment. Then the installment will be constant. Now we need to lock this. So by pressing Fn and F4, we lock it fully. This is constant throughout. Yeah. So the interest rate will only lock the interest percentage. Now the interest percentage is in cell I8. So it's this. So we lock that. So that's the cell that's not changing, but it is dependent on the opening balance. So it will be multiplied by the opening balance. So we won't lock the other cell. So drag this until the last, or just double click that way, and we'll come to the principal amount. The principal amount is populated correctly, so we don't need to lock any cell. So drag it till the end, and also this will be still the same because we'll want it to less the opening balance from the closing from the principal. So that's perfectly done. So we'll drag it till the end, or just double click, right, and it's populated till the end. So at the end you need to get a 0 value. So that's it, and I'll also attach this Excel sheet on below this video, and I hope that helped. Thank you, and have a blessed day.